Thanks for joining me today. On the show, an Aranui High School student has won a scholarship in memory of an earthquake victim, and she's visiting Japan soon, and she joins us. And we take a look at the rebuild of Riccarton House. But first up, it's Sarah from Cholmondeley. Nice to see you, Sarah.
Good to see you.
Now, what's happening at Cholmondeley at the moment?
Well, heaps is happening. We're rebuilding, obviously, so we're trying to raise $4 million. The City to Surf is backing us this coming weekend, and the kids are going down to, do you know Allendale? It's just further along from Cholmondeley. Anyway, there's a wee walkway down the front of the water, and the children wander down there and have been looking in the rock pools and learning all about the environment they're in. So we can talk about any of those things or all of them. Or
well, thanks, Matt. Okay, let's start with City to Surf, because
cool.
the Star City to Surf, which is happening this Sunday.
Yeah.
Tell me about Cholmondeley's involvement with that.
Just really lucky. It's the 40th anniversary, I think, of the event, and the Star's always been a supporter of, in different ways, of Cholmondeley. And they've offered Cholmondeley the opportunity to be supported through that event this weekend. So yeah, some financial support this weekend. So really exciting. Yeah.
So anybody who takes part in the Star City to Surf, some of that money goes towards Cholmondeley?
It will be, yeah, to the rebuilding campaign, yeah. The big thing people can do is they can actually go on Give a Little, which is a website where they can register that they are taking part in the event and get their friends and family to sponsor them on the event, and all of that money will actually go directly to Cholmondeley if they set it up as well. So there's different ways of doing it. Yeah.
How great is that?
It's really cool. And the Give a Little site is free. There's no charges. So if you think about fundraising, no one's clipping the ticket on the way through. Yeah.
Okay, so people have to go to the Give a Little site. They can sponsor someone to take part in City to Surf?
If a friend of theirs is running or walking or whatever they're doing, they could sponsor that person to run, and the money would go to Cholmondeley. That person would actually have to have set up their own little profile on Give a Little, but it's so easy, you could just about do it in 2 minutes.
I get you. So you can sponsor someone who's taking part.
Yeah.
Great. So how much are you hoping to get out of this to go towards the Cholmondeley rebuild?
We're hoping we get about 10,000. Yeah.
And that's from ticket sales and also Give a Little?
No, it's not through Give a Little at all. That money will be over and above, and that money will actually go directly to the charity, so not to the rebuilding project, but to the operational running of the charity. We're hoping to get around 10,000 from the event itself. Yep.
Fantastic.
For the rebuild. Yep.
So are you doing the run?
I am, yes.
You are?
Yes.
The run, the 12K?
I'm running. I'm not running that much. I'm running 6K, yes.
Good on you. And will you have a Cholmondeley t-shirt on? So people can keep an eye out.
It's a white t-shirt. It's huge. I'm like, oh my goodness. This gets very heavy, and yeah, that's okay. It'll be fine. Yeah.
You can take the sleeves off, cut the neck off. Yeah, I love it.
Oh.
Now, how is the rebuild going?
It's going really well. It's really tough. You know, there's a lot of different people looking for funds in Christchurch at the moment, a lot of rebuilding projects. But look, there are all these community groups getting involved. Rotary up in Newmarket in Auckland are trying to raise over $100,000, which is great. So we're not just taking money out of Canterbury, we're actually trying to get people in other cities involved as well, which I mean, and the connection is that they are linked in with Riccarton Rotary, who's been involved in Cholmondeley forever and has raised well over $500,000, probably closer to 800,000 over, 80 odd years for Cholmondeley. So that's fantastic. We have, figures-wise, we currently have around about $1.8 million we've raised out of the $4 million. And we have proposals and things out for over $500,000 that we feel confident with. So we still have at least, 1.5 to raise.
Now, we've been showing some photos, and I wish that I could have had you to talk through these. What is happening in this one?
These are concept drawings of the new building. So these are the dining room, taking advantage of the views, the lounge area the children will spend time in, the dormitory, the bedroom wing, it's not called a dormitory, that they'll be, and then also the learning studio, which is where all the learning and education will take place of the new building. Yep. These are obviously the elevations, the east and the west elevation of the new building. So you can see it's a pretty streamlined kind of looking building. There's only one area, which is the second level of bedrooms on the right hand side. You can see that's raised. So mostly it's just one level.
Is there a reason for that?
Well, just that we want to create an environment that's not too large. These are children we're dealing with, aged 3 to 12 years old. So what this will do is enable them to feel kind of safe and secure in a modern environment. It's a modern learning environment. And it's where they live and spend their time. So we've gone for more of a camp style looking building. Also cost-wise, it's just worked out really, really well. All the cost for the rebuild will come in at under $6 million, just under $6 million. So they've actually saved $500,000 by really refining and being very, very diligent about the plans, which I'm really proud about. That's taken them over 2 years. This is when I say they, I'm talking about the board, who've done a really amazing job during this whole process. So
you're doing so well so far. I mean, you've almost got halfway.
Almost we have, yeah. And I mean, I'm low estimating, but I think it's really important we realise that in any campaign like this, the last $1 million is the hardest to get. It's really, really hard. You know, all your trust funding comes in at the beginning and those major donors. Now we get to rubber hits the road. We need the Canterbury community to start going onto the website, which is backonthemap.co.nz. They can donate towards furniture for the rebuild for $5. And it's fun. Like, you can actually get your kids to go on with you and choose a tea towel and go through the process of showing them how to contribute and start getting new generations donating and understanding what that means. So yeah.
What a great idea.
I think so, yeah.
Was it your idea?
There's a number of people involved.
The team.
Yeah, there's a big team. The marketing's been done, it's been donated for nothing, the website's been built for nothing. You know, this whole project, I love it because everyone that's gotten on board has done it out of goodwill and because they care about the cause. That will mean the end result is also as beautiful, you know, like the whole process has been awesome. Yeah.
Now, I haven't left much time to talk about the walking down to the water. Tell me about that.
The Allendale thing.
Allendale, yeah.
Oh, it's really cool. Like, so the children learn about the environment. It's part of their activity-based learning. Is that what you mean? Yeah. And they do things like they used to pick up the rubbish along Allendale Walkway. It seems like such a small thing, right? But doing those things and actually physically doing them shows you the importance of your environment and your part in your environment. And it just gives them, different strengths in different areas and teaches them about themselves and beautiful Governor's Bay.
Yeah, so that's where they are at the moment, Living Springs area?
Well, they're at Living Springs. They do that walk is still on site at Chumley, so they are still learning in the classrooms there, which is still on site at the original Chumley, which is 6 Chumley Lane in Governor's Bay. That's where they do their learning. Yes.
Excellent. Sarah, so good to see you.
Good to see you.
And have fun in the Star City to Surf this Sunday with your 6K run. If you would like to get involved with Chumley, you can head to the website backonthemap.co.nz, and here are Sarah's details if you would like to get in touch with her and find out more about what she's been talking about, especially with the Star City to Surf this Sunday, and give a little. Now stay with us. After the break, we meet a scholarship recipient.
Europe in Concert. A new, fantastic international artist performing every week. Saturday evening at 7 p.m, right here on CTV.
3799799. Remember the nights, go Blue Star.
Our new companion package is a personalised service for those that need extra help and support. A cost-effective solution for someone who needs more than just a taxi driver. Our drivers are handpicked from our experienced team and specialise in providing the right support and companionship. Home safe every time with Blue Star Taxis.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, the naturopath here at Staywell Pharmacy. Working with the pharmacist, I use herbal and nutritional medicine to recommend natural alternatives for your health. This can be to counteract any side effects of your medication, general health advice, or natural options for you and your family. I'm also available for consultations. So come in and see us at Staywell Pharmacy, 27 Shands Road, Hornby. Staywell Pharmacy, live well, stay well.
Stop into participating challenge service stations and pick up your Watch and Win bumper sticker. Be in to win $50 cash daily, plus go in the draw to win up to $5,000 each week. Our camera crews are out daily, and if we spot your car with our sticker, then you could be a winner. Tune into CTV Monday to Friday and watch first at 5 to see if we've spotted you. This week's challenge service station is Milton Street in Summerfield, just down from Barrington Mall. Stop in today and be in to win.
Hi, Pete Smith. Join me every Monday night, 7:30 p.m. here on CTV as we talk to the movers and shakers of sport in our province, nationally and internationally. Pete Smith hosts 7:30 every Monday night here on CTV.
Welcome back. Joining me now is Joni from Aranoi High School. Welcome to the program.
Hi.
Now tell me about the scholarship that you've just been awarded.
Well, it's a scholarship from the Reka Fund, which was set up by the parents of a girl who actually died in the CTV building in the earthquake, and they started giving scholarships to nurses because she was a nurse, so they want to fund her nursing. But then he decided this is the first time he decided to do this, something different.
So Rika's father decided that he wanted to give a scholarship to a student.
Yeah.
And so how did you get involved with all of this?
Well, basically, they just sent it to my school, the international director, and then they sent it to my Japanese teacher, and she was like, apply for this, and I was like, oh, this seems really cool, but I didn't think I would get it because, like, sometimes it's hard to get those sort of things.
Yeah. So how many people at your school, or even around Canterbury, do you think went in for the scholarship?
I'm actually not sure.
We'll say hundreds.
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 Thousands.
And you were the recipient. So
Yeah.
tell me, you're going to Japan?
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to be doing there?
I'm going to be studying, so that's why I'm going next Friday, not this Friday, but the next, and that's when, around the time that their school year starts.
Oh, okay. So they just had all this year off so far? No, that can't be right.
It's a bit, the school year's a bit different over there.
Okay.
They have it a bit differently too.
Okay. So next Friday you head to Japan.
Yeah.
Have you been to Japan before?
No.
All right, so what are you expecting?
I'm expecting it to be busy and crazy and probably pretty scary. But
Yeah.
exciting.
And you're going by yourself?
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yeah.
Are you allowed out of the house?
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're allowed out of the house. All right, so when you get there, you're there for 3 months. What will you be doing when you're there?
Well, at first, I'm hoping they're going to show me around because they said they're going to show me to all the cool places near Tokyo because that's where I'm going to be staying.
Oh.
And so there'll be like a week before I get into school, and then when I start going to school, I'm just going to be doing the regular school things, regular classes, and stuff like that.
Now, I want to know about these people who are showing you around. Are they skipping school to show you around?
Well, no, I hope not. He said he was just going to get some of him, and his extended family are really keen to show me around.
Also, it's actually Rika's family that you're staying with?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
How great is that?
Yeah, I know, it's really amazing and cool.
What's it like for you, this connection? I mean, this someone who passed away in the CTV building.
Yeah.
She was at King's English School.
Yeah.
So, what's it like for you? You haven't met her. Have you met the family?
Yes, I have met the family when they came down for the 22nd memorial service. It was only Mr. Huger, the dad, and he was really nice. He was so sweet.
So, what's it going to be like for you? You know, this connection with Christchurch in Japan.
Well, I just really hope that I represent Christchurch and like my school and everything really well, because it's just such a nice thing that he's done out of like the sadness and tragedy that happened. That's why I hope I just,
Now, I need to correct myself because I said King's English School, but it's King's Education Language School that she was attending, and she was a nurse studying English.
Yeah, she was a nurse.
So, have you met any of the other recipients of any of the scholarships?
The nursing scholarships?
Yeah.
No, I actually haven't. I've heard about them. One of them was actually an ex-pupil of our school.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool. So what are the things you're hoping to take away from your trip to Japan?
I'm hoping that I learn lots of language because I've been studying it since year 9, but the conversational aspect can be a bit difficult, and I'm hoping that I learn lots about the culture and have lots of fun and good experience.
Yeah.
And,
Did Rika, does she have any brothers and sisters?
No.
So she was an only child?
She was an only child, yeah.
And you're going to be staying with the family. That's
Yes,
so lovely.
I know.
So do you know about the school? Have you studied the school that you'll be at?
I don't know that much. I know that it's a private school. I know that it is it's just out of Tokyo, so it's like a wee bit out. And that's basically all I know.
That's fun though. So you get to go over there for this big opportunity.
Yeah.
And what do you hope to come back with? Like, what kind of knowledge do you hope to come back with from your trip?
Well, I really hope to learn about their school system and how they do things really differently over there. Like they have school on Saturday, which is pretty crazy.
So it's 6 days a week?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
really insane. And I'll probably be like real tired.
Yeah, you're going to be. So when you come back, hopefully that will tie in with the school holidays here.
Yeah, hopefully.
Really?
I hope.
Now, will you be wearing your school uniform? Because I'm sure they wear uniform
They
there.
do,
So you'll be wearing your school uniform?
They said they have a few uniforms for me there that are their uniforms, but if they don't fit me, because Japanese people seem to be smaller in general, but otherwise I'll wear this one.
That's a good idea. Take it just in case.
Yeah, I will.
Now, do you hope to improve your Japanese while you're there?
Yes, I hope to be real conversational, fluent and stuff.
Well, Joni, congratulations, and I hope the trip goes well. And let us know how it goes when you get back.
Thank you so much.
So good to see you.
Thank you.
Now here is Jude Kirk having a chat with Carpe Diem Homes.
Steve McMillan joins me from Carpe Diem Homes. Hi, Steve, and welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Steve, tell me, you guys are doing a prototype build at the moment.
Yes, we are. It's a special prototype foundation design and build around being able to do a lightweight option around TC3 land specifically.
Right.
Well, currently our first one is on Redcliffs Hill.
Wow, and
yes.
that is actually up on the hill itself?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So it's a full engineered design as it's required under the building codes, etc., etc. But it can fit any TC3 foundation and land.
Okay, so people who are rebuilding back on the hills, would this be a better option for them?
Yes, it certainly is. It is 50% cheaper than any other option on the market.
50% cheaper?
Yes, we think it's quite exciting for us, and it's a great option for clients because they actually get to build at 50% less for foundation design.
I actually want to come out and see this home. Have you got any pictures of it with you today, or is it just early
no,
progress?
it's not
of
actually.
this?
It's our first. If you jump on our Facebook page, you'll see something hopefully loaded today.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, let's have a look at some of the pictures that you have brought in with you, Steve. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, that's our show home at Sovereign Palms. It's open Wednesday to Sundays from 12 to 4.
Okay, so where is Sovereign's Palms?
Sovereign Palms is in Kaya Point.
Kaya Point, lovely.
So that's 33 Bayless Drive, Kaya Point. It's all LifeMark accredited, standard 5.
Okay, now run us through, or when we've finished looking at the homes, run us through the LifeMark again, please. Look, that's lovely. Nice size section, beautiful big deck on the front of that.
Yes, it is, and that's part of the LifeMark design is we're incorporating flat level entries from inside to outside.
Yeah,
so it allows for better use of the home for if anyone in the future is disabled or elderly.
Very nice indeed. So what would the square footage of this home be?
That home is a 3-bedroom home at 183 square metres.
Okay, yeah, nice size.
It's on a 670 square metre section, and the deck you see there is about 100 square metres.
Yes.
So it's a really good size entertaining area.
Absolutely. I mean, 100 square metres, that's the size of a small 2-bedroom apartment, isn't it?
Yes, it is actually. It's the size of a 2-bedroom home we're building in actually Swannanoa for a client.
Yeah, right. So great access for people.
Yeah.
Nice shape in that U shape as well.
Yes, it is. It's designed so we, like Canterbury, it's full of wind, like most of us. So it can
Speak for yourself there, Steve.
Well, present company excluded, sorry.
Thank you.
But it just allows you to position it anywhere you like, so you can actually get prevailing winds, which is the easterly, northeasterly, and you get the most of the use of the sun.
Very nice indeed. Now, you were also down at the... oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, that's the main
store.
entry again. It's a boardwalk type entry again to allow for, again, flat entries, which is all part of LifeMark.
And the thing is as well, if you go to sell this home on, if you are wheelchair access and you go to sell it on, I mean, it doesn't look like a wheelchair home. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it does.
With ramps and all the likes of. It's a really beautiful looking home,
It
isn't
is.
it?
And what we're trying to do with LifeMark is, and partner with them, is to actually future-proof your home so you don't ever have to worry about that in the future.
Yeah. Are there special railings and the lights I've put inside these homes as well?
Well, what we do is we actually future-proof it. So what we do is we ensure that behind all the wall linings is the appropriate blocking that's required for grab rails. The doors are 860 wide, which means that they can be used for disabled access at any stage. And extra wide hallways, pathways, positioning of light switches, all these things that allow for future-proofing the future that may not be right now on that home, but it's the groundwork's all done, so you don't have to make major changes in the future.
Right, unfortunately, it's time for us to leave Carpe Diem Homes. You can contact Steve on 3897874.
Stay with us after the break. We head out to Riccarton House to see how the redevelopment is going.
G'day, this is Fletch, your presenter of the TV show Classic Restos. It's the show where it's your chance to see completed restorations being shown, driven and enjoyed.
The Valley Inn Tavern has been in the centre of Heathcote Valley for over 130 years. This new and iconic tavern is rich with history and the only tavern in New Zealand with an original artisan well. Open 7 days, the restaurant offers an outstanding menu with great weekly specials such as Tuesday $15 steak nights. If you're looking for a relaxing afternoon or evening out, then enjoy the spacious courtyard and outdoor area. Also available for private functions and special occasions. Located near the Christchurch Gondola and just a short drive from Sumner Beach.
Have you seen something you like? You can purchase a copy of CTV's own shows so you can watch them again and again. So give us a call on 3777 033 and order a copy today.
My son's helped me greatly with my independence now that I've got more mobility.
Mum, I've been looking into stand assist chairs from More Mobility. They recline back with a footrest, then when you want to get out of them, they stand you up. You can even sleep on them. More Mobility can bring one out for a free trial. There's even electric beds too. What do you think? For more range and more expert advice, see More Mobility, corner Clarence and Princess Streets off Blenheim Road.
What a difference More Mobility makes.
Do you wear an earpiece or earmuffs? Do you have trouble hearing people or the TV? Do you have itchy ears? Then it's time to clear the ear. Their gentle micro-suction technique is not only safe and efficient, but it's also performed by fully qualified, trained, registered nurse. Call for an appointment or Clear the Ear can come to you. Need earplugs? We have swim, noise or aeroplane plugs and many more. No referrals necessary. Hear every moment with Clear the Ear. Phone 0800 Ear Clean.
Be watching CTV News first at 5 and you could win up to $5,000 every week with CTV's cash giveaways. For more information, visit our website and be watching CTV News first at 5.
Welcome back and thank you so much for joining me today. Now, if there are any programs on CTV that you would like to watch again, head to our website ctv.co.nz and click on demand. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/Canterbury TV. Now, here is Patrick Phelps, who headed out to Riccarton House to see how the redevelopment is going.
Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house, it has a crowd. There's always something happening and it's usually quite loud.
It's an iconic building which was built in 3 separate stages, 1856, 1874 and 1900. With many rooms and many features, there have been many different jobs to do to get the house back together. Rob Daly is the Riccarton Bush Trust Manager and was in the house when the February earthquakes hit.
I was in my office, which is in the southwest corner of the upstairs part of the building, and it all hell broke loose, obviously, and the building was going up and down and sideways, and everything was starting to fall off the shelves.
He says at no time did he feel in danger, as the house is very well built, but that's not to say he wasn't shaken.
I came down to check with Taste and any other people in the house straight away, obviously after the earthquake, and there were a lot of white faces, and I presume mine was probably as white as everybody else's. There was a lunch party having a 60th birthday, and they'll never forget that 60th birthday. Obviously their lunch was half eaten, sitting on the plates the next day.
Despite some devastating damage from the chimneys, the building pulled through.
Apart from damage to the lath and plaster, there was very little damage you could see, and obviously racking to the weatherboards outside.
A total bill of $2.2 million to remedy all the damage, but it's been money well spent. Mr. Daly says by the time it's finished, the house will be safer and stronger than ever before. For anyone unfamiliar with the history of the house, it sits in the Riccarton Bush grounds and was once the home of the Deans, one of the earliest families to settle and farm on the plains, all descended from pioneer John Deans.
Our mum, she's so house proud. Nothing ever slows her down and a mess is not allowed. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house.
Charles Deans is 5th generation and says this process has been very interesting for the family.
It's fascinating just to see behind the walls and see what in fact has occurred in terms of damage from the earthquakes, and to see the fascinating types of building construction that's been used over the last 160 odd years.
He says part of it's been fixing everything together properly.
and 1874 and 1900 were never really tied together properly, and now we've tied them all together. And so we're going from a situation where the strength in code has increased from perhaps around, well, probably under 10% to in excess of 67%.
Mr. Dean says the family are proud of the building's endurance.
The building itself is one of the few heritage buildings to have momentum going in terms of repairs, and we hope to have the whole process finished by the middle of the year.
With the walls stripped back, a lot of history is uncovered.
There's a fairly good display of the different stages of the house and the history that's in it. Do you just want to talk us through some of the stuff?
Yeah, some of the architectural features in this room here, which was originally built in 1856, are quite fascinating. This is some of the internal wall here. So we've got lath and plaster on the outside. These are the laths running along here, and in behind we've got some of the old mud that was held together with horsehair.
There's been a lot of work going on, and there are tradies all through the house. Daryl McIntosh has been site manager here for over a year. It's not his first heritage building, but it's up there among his favourites. He says there's been a lot of organisation to do.
It's just so complex, some of the areas, especially around the chimneys, just trying to organise the trades and everyone to sort of marry in and work around each other pretty much, because there's a lot of subbies involved, because some of the stuff is quite niche.
Site manager McIntosh says though it's been a big effort and the end date has been pushed back a few times, it's been a good gig.
Absolute pleasure to be working on the project, and it's nearing the finish, and I mean there's still a bit to go, but the end's in sight, and the last month's going to be definitely the most rewarding, and looking forward to it.
That was all a month ago. Fast forward to the present, and a lot of headway's been made. Just look at these stairs. The panelling on this staircase comes from oaks planted in the grounds when pioneering brothers John and William Dean settled in the 1840s. When the stairs were built, they forgot about some of the treated oak, and that's why this eel is at the top of the staircase. In the last week, some of the rooms have been put back better than ever before. Robbie Lang's a builder for Simon Construction. Lately, he hasn't been swinging hammers.
In this room, we had an awful lot of clothes and things like that, which we had no idea where they went, so we put them all in the wardrobes and hid them away in drawers and things like that. But yeah, it was kind of fun.
Yeah. And a lot of these photos when you got on there, cows in Scotland and stuff, are they interesting to sort of look at as you take them out?
They are. We actually had one of the Dean's elder ladies here a couple of weeks ago, and a lady named Ruth Deans. And she was very interesting talking to her, because she actually remembered a lot of the people and everyone else, and it was really real history going back to all this old interesting photographs.
He's even been making beds. Rob Daly says with 3 rooms completely refurbished, they're on the home stretch.
3 of the main bedrooms, which are totally back to normal. The upper entry foyer is looking pretty good, and a couple of the other rooms have got bits and pieces in them, but they're not fully furnished yet, so they're still unpacking.
There is still some construction work going on in the 1856 part of the house. Patrick Phelps for Canterbury Life.